Hello my beautiful souls, it is I, the City Witch UK, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a wonderful Witch's Moon unboxing video for you guys. This one is for the month of October, and obviously this time of year the veil is thinning and the spirits are becoming more active. Our ancestors are able to cross over and come for a visit, and of course we celebrate Samhain and Halloween, and we celebrate the Day of the Dead and honour our ancestors and chthonic deities at this time of year. It's a very special time of year for me in particular. This is the time of year where I work quite heavily with certain deities and spirits that I work with, and of course I honour my ancestors. And every single box I've ever received from the Witch's Moon has always been fantastic, but in particular their October boxes have always had a special place in my heart and stood out to me. And every item I've thoroughly enjoyed and loved and been able to use in my practice. So I'm very excited for today's unboxing and I hope you enjoy it. Now, if you get to the end of this video and you fancy one of these boxes for yourself, or you just want to check out their website and perhaps look at their other 2 subscription boxes, or purchase some items from their moon market, all of the links are provided in the description of the video. So please go ahead and check that out and give them some love. Most of the items in these boxes are exclusive to the Witch's Moon. However, sometimes they have extras left over and they do post them in their moon market. And sometimes they do have the odd box left over that you can purchase, as well as just a one-off purchase instead of a subscription. So please keep an eye out for those if you do like what you see in this box today. As always, I have absolutely no idea what the theme is until we open it up for the very first time together and see what we have. So let's get started because I'm excited, guys. So I'm going to pop it to the side here and I'll show you every item, and then you'll get a close-up at the end of the video as well. So stay tuned. Ooh, so excited. Ooh, we have black tissue paper. We don't usually have tissue paper. That's interesting. Let's open that up. So they've started adding in these lovely little sheets. They are upcoming dates to add to your magical calendar, and then you get a monthly mantra as well. One of the things I will say about these is this one is for October. I mean, as it is now, we're on the 23rd of October, so the month has pretty much gone by for me, so a lot of these I can't celebrate because they've been and gone. So I do think they should actually give you the dates and important information for the month ahead. So this should be, in my opinion, for November, so I can put them in my diary, I can plan accordingly, and I can look up those things and I can start adding them into my magical practice. So that would be one critique that I do have about this new edition. I like it, but I think it should be a month ahead. So for October, it says October 18th, Great Horn Festival, invoking of the Horned God and Lady of the Woods. October 21st is the new moon in Libra. October 28th, a month of Reed begins, symbolising resilience and the ability to adapt. It's from the Celtic tree calendar. And then, of course, October 31st is Samhain, when the veil between the worlds is thinnest. And the month's mantra is, I walk with shadows as teachers and guides, not fears. Their wisdom calls and clears the path ahead. From what has passed, I weave new light to guide my steps. Oh, that's lovely. With the coming of Samhain, may your path be illuminated by your ancestors and guides, and may your craft flourish in their presence. Within the shadows, may you uncover beauty, truth, and the signs that affirm your journey. Blessed be. So there we go. Now this is our pamphlet. This tells us the theme, and of course it's themed after Samhain, because why not? So Samhain and the obsidian key. Ooh, are we going to get an obsidian key? Oh, I'm kind of excited. Let's see what it says as our introduction. As the veil begins and between worlds fades and thins, and the whispers of ancient spirits beckon, we invite you to embrace the beauty of Samhain. This sacred time of year overflows with tradition and reverence, calls us to honour and complete the cycles of life and death, and to reflect on our deep connection to those who have come before us. Within this very special collection, you will find tools and treasures designed to facilitate your journey to the ethereal veil, allowing you to peer into realms of wisdom and where signs and symbols excite the senses. Every carefully curated item serves as a key, unlocking the mysteries of the past and shining light on the path to deeper understanding. Join us in this magical exploration where the spirit of Samhain transforms our practice into a profound celebration of the unseen worlds. Ooh. So I'm going to stop there because I do like to be surprised, and then I'll double check we have everything we're supposed to at the end. So this month's fortune is success. So I actually have this deck. This deck is the Talisman Oracle. As you can see, you get a sigil there, and of course here, and the deck is absolutely stunning, so I do absolutely recommend it if you like the artwork. It's all in this beautiful kind of dark and off bronzy colour. You get a plant, a symbol and a sigil, all of which are broken down as symbols in the guidebook, and then you get tracing paper as well, so you can trace the sigil and burn it in petition work and spells and so on. So it's an absolutely fabulous oracle deck and one of my favorites. So mine is success, which is fantastic. Everybody loves to know that they are successful and a bit of success is coming their way. So I am excited to see what this fortune will reveal in the future. So here we have our Book of Shadows pages and artwork. Whispers through the veil. Ooh, that's very pretty. Look at that. Oh, I really like this pattern here as well. I love how spooky it is with this kind of ethereal, ghostly being in the trees. We've got a standing stone and a snake. We've got this heart as well. Ooh, that's really interesting. On Samhain, when the year's breath falters, the veil thins and the dead are restless. Witches of old held that the night was not merely a remembrance, but a doorway. To send words across that threshold, one must do so with intention and respect, for the dead hear keenly. Ooh. So that is an information sheet all about the veil thinning. How beautiful. Ooh, obsidian mirror. I do have an obsidian mirror. I actually have two. I have a really old one that I bought from... It was from Boscastle, so where the traditional British Witchcraft Museum is here in the UK. And then I have a really large one that I purchased a couple of years ago that's just much bigger for me to see into, because my original one is quite dinky, because back then I, lived at home with my parents. I only had so much space, so I just had a small version of it. So I actually have two obsidian mirrors. This is beautiful though. Look at the way they've drawn that. So this is information all about how to work with an obsidian mirror, also known as a black mirror, how to bless it, how to open it as a doorway, how to close it down, how to stay protected when you're using it, and so on and so forth. So that is beautiful. Ooh, Astaria. Okay. Astara, the titaness of the night, sky and falling stars, is a liminal goddess in the witches' pantheon, ever poised between the fixed order of the heavens and the rain of meteors into the earthly realm. Wow, that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see that very well because of the light. There you go. Hopefully that's okay, but it is beautiful. I will take this out of its plastic wrap at the end, guys, so you can get a close-up of it, so you will be able to see this much, much better. But that is absolutely beautiful. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we have a couple of packets of things here. So you always get a few magical ingredients. So we have frankincense tears. There we go. So that's a resin that you can burn on charcoal discs. We have sea salt. I will be dedicating that to Hecate. And then Earth of Our Ancestors, a herbal blend. Ooh. So that is to use with your ancestors. And I've just finished decorating my ancestor altar ready for Samhain as well. So I'll definitely honour them and place that on the altar. Looks like we have a oil. Door to the Mystical. There we go. That is our oil. Let's give it a bit of a sniff. Ooh, that is really earthy. Has kind of how would I describe the smell? I know they said it has like a like a dirt smell to it, which I suppose it does to some degree, like maybe woods and pines, and it kind of reminds me of the forest, but when it's dying and decaying, that sort of smell. So it's not a unpleasant smell, but it's not a floral sweet smell either. It's very earthy. I wonder what they've put in that. We will find out shortly. Okay, our next item is some incense, and we have myrrh. So these are handmade natural incense sticks. So they have all of the herbs and ingredients pressed into them. So they're more natural, they're better for you, and they smell absolutely amazing. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, we've got some type of crystal. Wow, what is that? That kind of almost looks like a chunk of like iron or something. It's very heavy as well. Hang on. Yeah, it doesn't... I don't know if this is crystal. I feel like this is more rock of some kind. Maybe volcanic rock. Maybe it's some kind of metal in there. I don't know, but it's very unusual. It's kind of like these brown and black colours. And like I said, it's quite chunky, quite weighty. So we'll have to find out what that is. Okay, this is interesting. We have a stand, so I'm wondering now if we've got a black mirror. I was kind of hoping for an obsidian key because that's what they mentioned. You know, the obsidian key, but maybe it's a mirror instead. I don't know. Anyway, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into this. I might have to get myself a pair of scissors. One moment, guys. And we are back with a pair of scissors. So let's see what we have here. Ooh, it is a black mirror. Wow. Ah, that's beautiful. I've literally just said I have 2 black mirrors already, and now I have a 3rd black mirror. That is beautiful. It's really thick as well. Check out that side. So here is our stand for the black mirror. Beautiful. And then our last item in the box is a beautiful pair of black candles. So let's check we have everything we are supposed to. So obsidian scrying mirror with stand, which we have. Obsidian mirror Book of Shadows artwork. Whisper Through the Veil Book of Shadows artwork. Astaria Book of Shadows artwork. Hand-rolled and anointed twin scrying beeswax spell candles. We have hand-rolled and anointed these twin scrying candles for you to use in conjunction with your obsidian mirror. Place one of these candles behind or beside the mirror during your scrying session. You should be able to just barely see your reflection in the mirror. Be open to experimenting with different placements as you work to find a suitable routine. We have anointed these spell candles with the essential oils of myrrh, frankincense, cedar, jasmine, and a special scrying oil blend from our personal cabinet of witchery. Please know that any oils that have been included in the rolling process are used for their energetic properties rather than their fragrance. Okay, and then we have Door to the Mystical Ritual Anointing Oil. So what is in our oil? We have enchanted this ritual anointing oil with the natural essential oils of frankincense, ylang ylang, cedar, and cinnamon. Okay, the ylang ylang will be the like earthy fragrance I was picking up on. We have also included the herbal components of calendula, cinnamon, apple, orange, clove, and allspice as well. Inside your oil you will find a clear quartz crystal placed there to enhance the intentions you hold while using this blend. And then they've also added a few drops of their visualized magical oil from their cabinet of witchery as well. And the base for this oil is sunflower, in case anybody wants to know. So what I tend to do with the oils they give me is, if I like them and they're working for me, magically speaking, is I will actually write them in my magical oils book. And if you haven't yet seen my video on that, I do have a video about a book that I bought called Magical Oils, and in that it has a ton of recipes, and then what I do is I add recipes in, I tweak recipes and play around with them, and any recipes that I find that I like and I want to store for future use so I remember how to make something, I put in that book. So I will write this in there and I will keep the bottle and I'll keep reusing it, and obviously then you've always got the label, you know what it is, and you can just keep adding to it. So you can clean out the bottle, you can cleanse off the crystal, recharge it and add it back in, add in the ingredients, and then of course your oils and your base and everything, and remake the oil. So that's something I like to do. Not everybody does that, but that's just how I roll. Next we have Earth of Our Ancestors Ritual Herbal Blend. So does it tell us what's inside that? Yes. I don't know if I can pronounce this. Fenugreek seed. Fenugreek. Fenugreek seed. Then we've got allspice, chicory, grapeseed, black cohosh, cassava bark, flaxseed, dandelion root, poppy seed, galangal, butcher broom root, anise seed, and coriander. It's quite a collection in that one. And then we have frankincense tears. Frankincense has always been my go-to for a resin and can often be found near every altar in our home. Spiritually, the smoke from frankincense resin, when burned on charcoal, opens our space to the essence of sacredness and magic itself. In our personal practice, we consider this resin to be imbued with reverence and respect. If you are new to working with frankincense, please know that a little goes a long way. That is very true, because it burns so well and it will produce a lot of smell and a lot of smoke. So rather than gash yourself out, guys, just a little bit at a time. So just use a tiny spoon, or, you know, just put a little bit on your charcoal disc. And you don't have to use a full charcoal disc. You can actually break them in half or down into little quarters and just use a small bit with a little bit of frankincense. And that's usually enough for a ritual. Next we have our sea salt. We have our prophecy stone. So that's what this is. I actually have a prophecy stone already. But mine's much darker, it's black. This one's like more brown. Interesting. The prophecy stone, also called the stone of seekers or the Egyptian black diamond, is known for its ability to clarify thoughts, enhance psychic abilities, and helps us find the path towards higher realms. Incorporate this stone into your Samhain rituals to find deeper insight and intuition. And then we've got a handmade natural myrrh incense sticks, our personalised oracle reading, which, as I said, is from the Talisman Oracle deck by Nora Pascalava. I think that's how you pronounce the surname. And then we have our spare parchment paper as well for spells and petition writing. So this is everything, guys. So I'll just give you one last close-up of the mirror and its thickness. And then again for our prophecy stone, which I think is my favourite item in this box, actually. And then we've got our beautiful candles, and then all our other bits and pieces, which, like I said, you will get full close-ups at the end of this video. So let me know your thoughts on this month's box. I am really happy with everything I received. I must say I was expecting an obsidian key for some reason, because they called it obsidian key. So I was like, are we can get a key made out of obsidian? But obviously not. So we've got ourselves a black mirror. Still a beautiful item, very happy with it, and definitely something I will use in my craft and practice, because I use the ones I already have. So hopefully you guys are intrigued and would like to get one of these boxes for yourselves, and if so, like I said, all the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video and the unboxing. If you did, please remember to engage, give me a thumbs up, click the bell, and YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. If you'd like to offer light, love and support to me and my channel, you can do that through my Amazon wishlist or my PayPal link, both of which are provided. And if you'd like to get in touch with me for any spells, rituals, healing or divination services, you can do that through Facebook, Instagram, X, Tumblr, and via email, and all the links are provided. And if you'd like to follow me on any of my other social media, I do appreciate the support from all of you, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Many blessings, and I'll see you in my next one. Blessed be.